Hello, welcome to today's video, and in today's video we are going to be changing up the steering wheel on the M3, but here I got the garage. The car can be safe during winter, but first off, let's get a cold start. So I had to pull out the car a little just so we could get to the trunk in order to disconnect the battery, because again we are going to be removing the wheel and I don't want a screwdriver in my eyeball. Both will work. And depending when you're watching this, I still haven't done up the wires for the valves. Let me take this. And just in case, what I like to do is I like to put a little cloth over the negative terminal just so I know that the battery won't reconnect and it's not going to touch something which it shouldn't. So the car is sticking out quite a bit and I know that it's slightly windy. I do not want any of those gates hitting the car, so we have to push it back. I think that's good enough. And just for my own defense, this is all uphill and it is uneven, so I was pushing uphill. Give me a bit of credit. Here we are working with very limited space. I got some torches. I'm not sure if they will do anything, but let's remove the airbag. See, there's a trick to doing this. What you need to do is you need to pop up one side, you need to push it just so it barely clips, and then you go at it with the other side and then it's gonna pop up. If you put one side out too much, the clip is going to give you such a harder time. See, I'm definitely pressing on this clip. And I think this is it. There we go. Airbag has popped out. There's just one screw right here, and then we've got the main bolt, and then this should essentially all just come out. Oh yeah, we have some plugs as well. Okay, so the bolt is off. I had to get a pair of extra hands. Now I did plug in the battery. I wanted to lock up the wheel. The wheel just wouldn't lock up. So yeah, I decided to get a pair of extra hands, and here is the bolt coming out. I can't believe it, but I forgot that the camera was in crop mode. It was really difficult to show you certain things, but let's remove the wheel and go home and I can show you a few certain things and we can do the transplant of the wheel at home, bring it back in, put it in and test it out. Before I will get to transplanting the components from old wheel to the new wheel, here is the new wheel. I know that not many people have seen my other video where I've ordered a wheel and it came in a very, very poor state. So here is the new wheel. I decided to go with the flat bottom, carbon fiber, Alcantara with BMW stitching. Now this was ordered off Alibaba. I did not go with the red stripe because this was an additional, I guess, source for error, and I just wanted a wheel to look good and to work, which in this case, this does check all of the boxes. Now, eventually I will switch to the M Performance wheel. This is something that I always kind of wanted when I was younger. I mean, I still kind of do, but the M Performance wheel would probably go better with my car. But anyways, we are going to, put this on and see how it feels. Let's do a quick comparison. So even with no components on this from this wheel is significantly lighter, which again, carbon fiber, lighter. We all know how this goes. This was ordered of AliExpress or Alibaba. Now, in terms of size, they are about the same. The thickness, again, they are about the same. In terms of like the grip, this feels slightly thicker wherever you like grip your thumbs, while this feels more accommodating for your thumbs. It's all gonna obviously come out during the drive. We're gonna do a test drive. I will tell you how I feel during the actual drive. But again, you can see that this logo right here, the M logo, like it's silvery and it feels definitely off-brand, cheaper. I don't like that, so I went ahead and ordered some M logos that we will essentially replace this with. And again, this front plate doesn't have the, I guess, the groove going down like the actual BMW wheel, which I prefer more. So maybe we are going to find a new plate and replace that plate that we have on our Alibaba wheel. Now this M logo, removing it does feel a bit risky, but just as a sanity check, since I haven't checked yet, we can take any of those like little M logos to see the comparison in terms of size. It does look like it should fit, but also if I was to take one of those M logos and put it side by side, you can see that they are definitely better than this one. Okay, so it was holding on glue. So I got this pack of like 10 BMW M logos from Alibaba, AliExpress, I think it was AliExpress, and only like 3 of them are like really usable. So you can see that on this blue stripe there's this black dot. It is not going to come off. And hopefully you can see now that this is actually looking so much better compared to this crappy, fake looking silver one. Let's take a quick look so you can see that all the way around the edges, everything fits, nothing is standing out, nothing is looking weird. It's pretty much all flush along the edges. Now on the back side, you can see some little spacing right here. I haven't seen or I haven't noticed the old wheel having it, but I mean, we're not going to be looking at the back side. Everything pretty much here is all right. Like you can see that the finish quality isn't bad if it is ever going to focus compared to the abomination of the wheel that I already had. So let's put it back onto the car and see how it drives. I'm not sure how well you can see this. Obviously I'm going to give you a better look outside because, you know, the lack of light, but I already got the bolt back in. All we really need to do is just put the plugs back in and then the airbag, and then we should be good to go. And now let's do the final snap in on camera. Now, with this airbag, it actually looks better than I have expected. Now, I was looking at this wheel without, you know, the center and everything looked kind of weird, but with this airbag, it is actually looking quite nice. Okay, so first impressions, if you can hear vibrations, this is one of the clamps that got loose off the exhaust. It's something that I need to take care of anyways. We're gonna check it out in a different video, but now, initially, I was slightly not feeling this wheel, mainly because, again, like I had similar impression with the exhaust. Like, I don't know why, but the OEM just, you know, fits, it suits. Again, with that being said, I'm not a purist. I like to modify my cars, but this is, I don't know, just the first impression. Maybe I will be like this with most of the mods. Let me just turn on the exhaust just so you can hear the nice sounds. Okay, so it has been a few days and I decided to add on to the video, maybe replace some things that I have said. But I still can't get used to this wheel, and I'm not really talking about the feel, but it just stands out so much from the entire interior. Now, I was thinking that maybe if this was dry carbon or matte carbon, it would suit a lot better. It would match the trim, but for some reason, it just kind of stands out a lot. It, like, this type of wheel matches so many cars, but I don't think it truly matches what I got going on right here. Now, so I decided to bring it to social media and ask people, and more people like it than not, but I'm actually surprised by how many people not liking the wheel and having the same kind of feedback as I do. It just looks cheap in this interior. Now, again, if this trim was to be gloss carbon and stuff, then maybe, well, probably it would look better, but as it is currently, it stands out so much. When the weather is cold, this carbon piece is so cold to touch that, yeah, it's just cold. It's really cold. So what is the plan for this wheel. Well, we are definitely going to leave it on. I think that it's gonna do well on social media, which is nice. But the original wheel I wanted and I wasn't able to find any around was the M Performance Alcantara wheel. I wasn't aware that I could have ordered one from Germany, but they only have blue or yellow. And at the time, I wasn't aware that they actually didn't come in red. I've seen some in red on like US websites, but yeah, I think they were aftermarket. So I got an idea to buy the blue one and have the blue stripe professionally painted, which a lot of people do. And I think that this will be the way to go. Now, am I gonna do it next month? Am I gonna do it 2 months? Not really. I'm gonna leave this on for a bit, and I have some other mods which I want to get. This wheel isn't the worst, but yes, it just stands out. It's like, this is a bald person in a crowd of people with hair. That is the best way that I can describe it. But in terms of feel and everything else, it is really not that bad. So yeah, I just wanted to add this on. In the comment section, let me know what you think. Would you rock this? Did you prefer the old one? And yeah, what sort of configuration would you choose if you could? But other than that, I hope you have enjoyed this video. And yeah, before I go, we actually did hit 1.5k subs, so huge thanks for that. Huge thanks for the support that I've been getting recently. It is mind-blowing. I didn't think that it was possible to do this on YouTube, so again, thank you very much. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you're having a nice day, week, weekend, whatever it is, where you're at, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Take care, and to the next one.